Now, unless you've been under a rock for the last 12 hours, you may not have heard, but the boy Offset, one third of the trio, the Amigos, um, has got popped at the in the Hollywood at the casino. Shout out to everybody over there in Florida, over there in the Fort Lauderdale area. You know, if you ever driving on the side of 95, you see the big guitar, the Hollywood Rock, or I don't know if that's Hollywood Casino. I don't know what it's called, but I've been there a few times. Um, the boy Offset got popped. Now, I don't want to say too much because, of course, this is an ongoing investigation. So, what I would, well, I'll tell the story without mentioning names, and if you're smart enough, you'll catch it. But I'm not gonna get too deep into what it is, right? So the word on the street, I'll say, the word on the street is Offset got a gambling problem, allegedly, right? Now, I've seen other people say that Offset owed them money, and he owed them money from a bet. So when they say Offset has a gambling problem, I don't know Offset, but I heard another person say that he owed them money from a gambling bet, right? So this incident here took place allegedly is because if you know the other person that's involved, then you know the other person's line. I ain't gotta say no names. If somebody typed their name in the chat already, then their name is in the chat, but I ain't gotta repeat it. But um there was a guy, I ain't gonna even say gender. They because they can identify as whatever they may, right? So it was a person, right, that was cool with Offset, um, and they had they seen Offset at a casino or something or somewhere allegedly, and Offset ain't really have no money on him, and they he had asked them the person to let him hold something. So Offset being the guy that I mean, the person being the person that they are, you know, they said, 10 grand wasn't really nothing to them. And they was cool with Offset. So they let him hold the 10 grand, right? So when the person started hitting Offset up, you know, about getting their money back, allegedly he was curving them and curving them and curving them, and then it may even be got to the point where he might have changed his number allegedly. right? So they eventually wind up speaking to each other, and the person, so Offset allegedly, you know, yo, I want my money. I need that 10 bands or whatever. And allegedly Offset said something to the effect of um he have nothing for them. He wasn't giving nothing to him. And they started beefing, had words, and then it ended with allegedly it ended with Offset telling the person, um, get it in blood. And then Offset's in the hospital today, allegedly. So let me tell you something. Let's just say this is true, right? This is why I don't gamble, for one, right? I'd rather spend my money. I'd rather go on a trip. I'd rather go to another country and try new food than to go and sit down and gamble my money, because that's all it is a gamble, right? You risking uh you risking something based on luck. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know how to count cards or something like that. But if you don't if you don't have no special skill in gambling, if you ain't got trick dice, you know what I'm saying? Then everything is based on your luck. And if you just feeling lucky all the time to where, you just want to gamble, 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 then one day that got to go the other way. You're not always going to be lucky, and vice versa. You know, if you buy a lottery ticket, you know, one out of 100, you're gonna win something, even if you only won $2 back. You know, but that's those are for the people who gamble. Me, I don't gamble. Now, a person that gambles means they take chances. So let's just say if uh he did borrow $10,000 from this person, and then tells the person, "Yo, I ain't got nothing for you. Get it in blood." They gambling right there, right? You gambling right there. If you gonna tell a nigga get it in blood, that means you're what we call ass betting. Like, you sitting there, you betting on something, and you don't got the money to pay out. So if a dude or a woman allowed gave you $10,000 to hold, and you said you're gonna give it back to them, like, they was taking a gamble and giving you that money, that to see that, in hopes that you was going to give that 10 grand back, right? They took a gamble. You knew they took a gamble when you told them, "Yo, let me hold 10,000. I give it back to you." Cause you ain't know where that 10,000 was gonna come from. Cause you ain't got 10,000 right now to be asking for 10,000. And then you tell nigga get it in blood. Now you gambling that the nigga won't shoot you, or the female won't shoot you. And then what happens? Your ass in the hospital. Now they say that he got hit in the buttocks, and which means he took off running, to get shot in his back, right? Now, here's the thing. If allegedly this this shooting took place over $10,000, is it worth shooting somebody for $10,000 and going to jail because you was being generous and lending them money, and they probably went and gambled they right back off before you even got out of the area, right? Is it is it worth going to jail, or possibly he could have killed him, or they could have killed him, right? It ain't no guarantee that that bullet was going to hit him in his butt. They could have hit him in his spine and paralyzed him. They could have hit him in the back of his heart and killed him. You know what I'm saying? They could have went in his leg and traveled all the way up to his heart and killed him. You know, but the point is that if the rumors in the streets are true that and a dude or a chick, or a dog or a cat or a wolf or a goddamn cow, if they lend you 10 bands and they come to collect and you tell them get it in blood, you might have a leaking ass. Yeah, man. So I don't know about the brother. There's more to come, but word on the streets is uh homie got a little gambling problem, and this is the repercussions of it. But we will see. Now Kanye, on the other hand, he better hope that going around the world, they don't just start canceling him all around the world, because I'm pretty much sure that somebody put that call into the UK. Like, yo, don't let him come through. Don't let him come through, because I know one thing for sure. He got two shows planned the same day of the Yankee Stadium shows. How many of y'all knew that? Kanye got two shows planned the same day Jay-Z's shows um, at Yankee Stadium. They trying to hate on my man Yeezy. Trying to hate on my man Yeezy. Joke, no joke. Y'all already know, man. I'll see y'all tonight, 7 p.m., with an update on the news, all right? I'm back.